everybody. Attempting to reconnect. Okay. Good morning, everybody. Happy Sunday. God bless you. God, the good Lord woke us up another day, another sunrise. So, started a little late. Nista had her morning vlog this morning. Very good, very good. Always enjoying to watch other people on their vlogs. Oh, boy. So I just posted a short this morning in Texas. How much a house cost? I think it was $280,000. I don't understand why houses are so inexpensive out there. Yeah, and Tennessee is very inexpensive too. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? See, I'm using my other gimbal, the smaller one, my very first one. Seems to work better, I think. I like the big one and all that because it's the handle on it, the gripping on it, I like it. And it's not so what you would call it, jumpy. When I hit the light, when I go side by side, it doesn't swing so fast. Whew. We'll go up the hill here. Oh, we're gonna walk in the homes area because the workers are out there this morning. So he's a little excited. He knows today's Sunday. He knows he gets to walk around the homes. Whew. So what did everybody do yesterday, last night? Did y'all go Christmas shopping? Get your Christmas shopping done? Preparing? Good morning, Spirit Blue. I could always depend on you showing up. You or Kissy Cat or the Gamblers Unknown and Deborah. Happy Sunday. Good morning. Meatball got his other pajamas on. Thank you. She was out. We were out yesterday. She says, I was thinking about getting. I said, that's enough pajamas for Meatball. I said, we need to get him regular pajamas, not Christmas ones. My dog's name, his name is Meatball. And no, I did not name him that. We rescued him a year ago in August at the animal shelter. He was in the shelter for almost 4 months. Ooh, it's windy out here. And I had a bug up my ass. For some reason, I wanted to get a dog. And what do you see? What do you see out there? What do you see? And my neighbors were always walking around with their dogs, and I was always playing with them. And they would walk by and giving them treats. And I know the shelter out there where I live at. Not where I live at, but in the next town over in Hemet. And I always take my recyclables. And I don't know. I don't know. It was that recyclable place was closed for something, whatever the reason was. I always get rescue dogs too. They're the best. What's wrong? What's wrong? What do you hear? What do you see? You're a little confused, huh? And the recycling place I was going to was closed, whatever the reason was. And so I went down this other one, recycled everything, and I had to take a different way home. And I was at a stoplight. And remember, this was August. It was hot. And I was just sitting at the stop sign. I said, oh, dog rescue place. Or dog shelter, whatever it is. So I said, you know what? For shits and giggles, I'm going to go check it out. So we went there, and I was looking at all kinds of different dogs. And mostly I had pit bulls. Vicious dogs. I walked into there and I walked back. I said, hey, are these dogs okay? She goes, why? Because they all look like they were about ready to eat me. I said, you ever seen King of the Hill? Whoa. I said, you ever seen King of the Hill, Bill Daltrey, when he went to go adopt that Rottweiler and the damn dog tried to eat him? Oh, by the way, I'll give you guys an update. So, yes, they're the best. So you remember that white pedophile van that was up there? Look at here. So it was just bugging me when I got home, bugging me. So I called the police. I just said, hey, I don't know. It just looked kind of weird. You know, there's this van that's up there in the hills. It may be homeless, whatever, or they're look seeking, but maybe you guys want to check it out. It just seems weird. So, get a load of this. Pervert had, he was in his 40s, and he had an underage girl in there. Now, it was all consent. She was along for it, but she was 17 years old. And you know what they were going to do. They were all up there doing it. First thing in the morning, he's already giving her alcohol in the morning, you know. And good morning, kissy cat. So, because they'll call you back and let you know what happened. So, they arrested him for one, no registration, suspended license, and in the car, sitting in the car, giving alcohol to a minor, knowing damn well, regardless if it was, well, in California, I guess it's possible. I think it's legal to have sex with minors these days. Who knows what bill's been passed? But he got in trouble for giving the young little girl alcohol, and she was a runaway. So the little pervert was up there. You know what he's going to do? He was going to go make some porn. So I don't know. Like I was telling you guys yesterday, I wasn't feeling right. I wasn't feeling it. You know, something. You know. So yeah, he got busted. Let's give everybody an aerial view here. Got a cloud in the sky. Yeah, so we adopted him like that, and so I went back to the story there. I just remembered that. Look at that. Sun's about ready to come up, y'all. So I went to the shelter, and I was looking at all kinds of dogs. There was this white one called Marshmallow. It was a husky. He was pure white. He was so gorgeous. That place is getting hard to hide a van. They're brand. Why would someone? Yeah, exactly. Why the fuck would you bring a van, and you knowing you're gonna do dirty things, you know, illegal things, right when they're building homes? Come on, stupidity. I probably did say that girl from God knows what, and he had drugs in her too. Methamphetamines or whatever it's called. And so I was looking at all kinds of different dogs. I seen this beautiful German Shepherd, and then I seen this golden retriever. He was just all they would let you take it to the side, you know, and he was just all over the damn place. They were just. I didn't have a big enough yard for this dog here. He was a big old boy, and so I seen, and then I was walking around, and I checked out the husky. He was pretty cool, but he had a lot of energy in him. And I seen another dog. It was a big old Rottweiler, and I kind of questioned his loyalty, if he wanted to eat me or not. But what's wrong? What do you see? You okay? And so then I seen Meatball, and just the name alone, I said, oh, and he was so scared and lonely in that cage, all by himself in there. And he slowly came up to the thing, and you know, so I went wandering around looking at all the other pets, and I went back and I said, hey, what happened to that dog named Meatball? And he was in his cage, so they were walking him already. And so I got to see him, hang out with him. So I said, you know what, before I make the decision, you know, let me bring my wife, and I have a disabled little boy. I said, let me bring him, because I know that, you know, that's the most important. I mean, my two older boys, you know, he could eat them. But on a serious note, so I went home, thought about it, and I told Miss Mac. So she goes, oh, okay. She was like, look, because she's not really an animal person, a dog person. When she was growing up, she's had cats, not her cats, her family's cats, you know, and she doesn't bother with animals. So we loaded up, and And so we decided, well, we go down there and she's okay, if you get this dog, I just want you to know, I don't have time for this. This is your responsibility. You know, like a parent would tell a kid, this is your responsibility. You got to deal with it. You know, I don't want to be, you know, when you go on your bike rides, remember, you got to have to plan everything out, get him all set up, you know, because you go out for these long 3 to 4 hour bike rides, you know, and I don't got time for this and stuff like that. And I said, all right, you know. And so, and this is right when I had my accident and all that. So we went over there, and so we went to look at the husky, and she said, oh my God, that husky's so beautiful. So we took him out. I want to adopt a dog, everything. They're the best. And so the husky, he came around, it's got along, but he had a lot of energy, and the guy was telling me, here you go, guys, let's see if I can, I was zooming, but I got my gloves on today, and they don't work the greatest. Oh, look at that. The good Lord wakes us up and blesses us with a sunrise. And so, dogs are pure white. Hold on, let me see what's going on in the chat here. Let's see, my gloves don't work too good here. My dog is pure white, winter snow. Oh my God, but it's beautiful. And he was pure white, and we were about ready to settle on him, but he just said he has a clingy problem, and he was just telling me they need a lot of attention. I see you have a disabled boy, so I said, you know what? Can you bring Meatball back? Bring him out so I can show him the family. And so we brought Meatball out. Poor thing was so scared. He sat under the chair, like laid there, under the chair that my son was kind of sitting on. I made Miss Mac walk him around, and so he just adapted to us like right away. So I said, oh, okay. So I told them they went to go sit back in the car, and so I said, okay, we're gonna go ahead and settle with Meatball. And he goes, I think that'd be a better choice. And personally, he's been in the shelter almost 4 months. People walk by, they say, oh, look at that, he looks like Cujo or whatever the situation is. And he always see, this is why I don't do this that much. There we go. Oh, he's cute. Oh, and they say, oh, we're gonna go check him out. We're gonna adopt him and all this bullshit. And then they forget about him. They never come back for him. So he went through a lot. And I think he was so skinny. He was so skinny. You could see his spine and everything like that. Thank you. And so I walked him out. Oh, shit. Look at that, you guys. I don't know if you can. I don't want to zoom in it because the zooming is just so sensitive. The air balloons are coming out. So I went in there and they went over him. They gave him his rabies shot. They checked him for fleas and ticks. He did have one tick on him and whatever, So the poor thing he stunk so bad, and he was so dirty. And so we brought him home. And first thing I did was I just took him out in the back and I gave him a bath, because it was so hot out there. And on the way home, he just put his paw on my hand, like on my shoulder, and rest his head on the arm lap of the car. And so we gave him a bath, and right then there was already not issues, but he was afraid of the baths, and I didn't like full on put the hose on him, but what I had seen the last time I went to the shelter, what they do is they spray down like the cages with the dogs in it. So I'm pretty sure they torment the dog with the damn power hose. But so we gave him a bath, and I went out and got him just a small bag, a couple of cans of dog food, and we brought him home. He kind of like was walking around, getting used to the place, I set up, we didn't get him a bed right away that first night. The next day we went out, Miss Mac, we gotta go get him a bed. So she didn't get any bed. She got him a Sealy mattress bed. And and after that, that first night, he kind of like was sleeping in there. Then he went in the hallway, kind of like went in the rooms, checking out the rooms, like, I guess this is it for me. This is my home. Slept in the hallway the first 2 nights and was back and forth on the bed. So we went out the next morning, got him the mattress and treats and dog food and like that, and slowly by little, Miss Mac got very attached to him. She would never feed a dog out of her hand. She does that. She cooks, like, if we have breakfast, usually I cook breakfast. I'll cook him an egg and a bacon or sausage, Lunch, she gives him pepperoni, which is, I don't know why, but she gives him and cheese. He loves cheese. And whatchamacallit? Okay, you ready to go? Sun's right up. Let's go get going, because I know you probably have to go to the bathroom. All right, quit crying. We're going. He's crying. And so when we have dinner, like if we have steak or chicken regardless, she always cooks him a piece of meat. So he eats with us. No, we're not going up there. Come on. Thank you. The sunrises are always beautiful. So he's been with us for about a year now. He just turned 5 in June, I found out. Yeah, they grew with us. I can't go in a room or at all. If I get up, he follows me everywhere. If I go to the restroom, he's sitting right out there waiting to me to come out or whatever, rides in the car. He loves car rides. He loves, we're not going up there. He loves Home Depot. Home Depot loves him. I do the same thing. I always make a plate for my dog. Yeah, they say don't feed him table food. And I research it. Do not give him grapes. Do not give him alcohol, onions, garlic. I know what not to give him, or especially chocolate. But, yeah, he doesn't sleep in the bed. If it was my choice, he would sleep in the bed, like on the foot of the bed. But that's where Miss Mac draws the line. So he sleeps on the foot. He sleeps on a bed in a room. And yeah, and sometimes if my younger son gets up, he'll get up because he knows he's disabled. So he'll get up and he'll follow him, walk him to wherever he's going. He'll get up and walk him back right to bed, sit in the room for them for a little bit, then he'll get up and come back to bed. So he's a good boy. Never snapped, nothing like that. He doesn't get along with other dogs, but he's a good boy. And so I was asking her the other day, we caught her, she was like, give him a hug, like that, give him a kiss, And I said, baby, where are you going, baby? This is a while back ago. She goes, I don't know, it just happened. I'm not an animal person like this, but she said, it just happened. I don't know how. And so she loves him very much. And if she's cooking, damn well where his ass is going to be, right in that kitchen, sitting on the floor, looking at her, waiting for something. The same thing. Yeah, so we have a plate, and we'll feed him out of one of our forks. My mom thinks it's totally gross. Now, I have accidentally shared my fork when I give him a bite of something, or something like that. I've accidentally shared my fork with him, but he doesn't put his whole mouth. He just bites off of it. He's one of the family members. He's my best friend. We took him to Big Bear, not this time, but once before, and I let him out to go to the bathroom. This fool there was a deer out there. He chased a deer down. I said, what the hell? A deer will take those antlers and stab you to death. He don't care. Older folks. I get, my mom, she's not a dog person. She doesn't believe dogs be in the house. They don't like this, like that. Don't feed them off the table. I said, and I told her, I gave you a dog one time, and you put, and this was, it was a small dog. I told her, because she was lonely, and I had the small, I found him, and it was it was a pug mixed with a chihuahua. And she said, I don't want a dog, I'm lonely, this and that. I know, you see the other dog. He sees the other dog over there. And of course, their dog went on a damn leash. This is what makes it dangerous, when people do not put their dogs on leash. Because he doesn't get along. Before he got fixed, he used to get along with other animals, other dogs. After he got fixed, he doesn't get along with other animals. There's only 2 other dogs he gets along with. And so, yeah, she's like, I don't know. She's just weird. So I gave her that dog, and I told her, dude, this is not an outside dog. We'll be putting this dog out there. Because I got I happened to get my a dog, and it was only a temporary thing because I got a boxer. And I want to get the boxer all set up at home and trying to introduce them. And so she really took it kindly because my grandfather was sick, and she was kind of lonely after my grandfather died, so I just let the dog be there, you know. So she was telling me, oh, he likes to be outside. He likes to be outside. I said, or she likes to be outside. I said, no, she don't. You're putting that damn dog outside. So I don't know if it got bitten by a spider or a snake or whatever the situation is, but it died. And so, and I told her, do not feed that dog this kind of food. That is crap. Pedigree is crap food. Oh, Elroy is crap food. And what does she do? Buy the most. And I get it. You know, you have money. What you have to do. You know, nobody wants to see that. But and so she was kind of like, you know, don't do this, don't do that. I don't know why. I said, yeah, well, I gave you a dog and you end up getting it sick and it died. So I always throw that, but I always throw that in her face. And she gets really quiet. I said, don't tell me how to raise a dog. I've raised dogs before. I've given you one. You managed to murder it. So she gets all upset about it. You know, I know she didn't do it purposely, but I told her those small dogs are not meant to be outside. And she kept on saying, oh, it likes to be outside. I said, bullshit. That dog does not like to be outside. Don't tell me that lie. I married... my son is a veterinarian. Lots of pets, lovers, pets in our lives. Oh, yeah. I always notice up in this chat here, when you guys write a check, it comes up twice. I wonder why. But, yeah, so... And she goes, why does the dog have to be in the house? I said, because it's trained, and it's potty trained, and it's used to the house. Well, it's going to pee on. I said, then you clean it up. We have ceramic tile floors. And so, I don't know. Personally, I think she gripes too much, but that's all moms, I guess, you know, but... She goes, I don't. And then she says, oh my God, you let the dog on the couch? I said, yes, he has the small couch, which is really nobody sits on. So I put one of those dog blankets, whatever, they wrap around, you know. I said, yes, that's his couch. No one else sits on it. Well, I don't believe in dogs being on furniture. I said, well, that's your beliefs. So he has a couch in our living room. He sits there with the family. He roughhouses with me, plays catch with my other boys. But he's part of one of us. He's one of the family. I would love to take him to the beach, but there's so many dogs around here, and he just doesn't get along with dogs. Did you get done peeing? Did you get done peeing on everything? But yeah. So he's a real good dog. Now he's half Mastiff and half Belgian Malinois. So the Belgian Malinois, they're very athletic. I was doing a little research, watching the videos on them. The military and police and SWAT they use usually German Shepherds and the Belgians. But I've seen a video where the military, a special task force, uses these dogs. That motherfuckers drop these fuckers off all right, say the helicopter's coming to land. I seen them the tall as this fence. They drop them off from a helicopter. They'll do a little roll around, and these suckers will track somebody down and eat somebody down there. I've seen these things climb a 3-story building, run and climb a building to get some of the way they train them. And he jumps high. Retired at his 80s. He's just so his practice. Oh, that's cool. See, I like this. Everybody communicates and they talk in the chat. I like that with one another. Meatball, what are we going to do with that tumbleweed? You going to go around it? Okay. You know, and then, of course, they're so expensive. Yeah, the vet bills are expensive. But and I tell her, do you realize they have insurance for pets? You pay a monthly fee. I remember one time he got stung by the bee, and I had to take him to the emergency room because his eye swelled up. You know, I just thought it was a sty or whatever, you know. So Miss Mac put on a tea bag and whatever, you know. But I woke up at 4 in the morning. He had welts all over his body. And so I did online doctors with Chewy's. They're veterinarian, and they said give him some Benadryl. So I did, and I noticed he still wasn't, you know, himself. So I took him to the emergency room. They have an emergency room out here for pets. And they said, oh, so you already give him Benadryl? I said, yeah, you can give Benadryl to the dogs, you know. That's how fine. Keep on giving Benadryl. If he does not get any better within a week, bring him back to us. And we'll give him, I guess, a shot or whatever, cortisone shot, whatever that is. But it went away. He was the cheapest one. Oh, that's cool. I know this one lady, she had a dog and she had cancer. And I detailed her car. There was so much hair in the back, you know, and she gave me a bunch of medications for the dog. Oh boy. So what is everybody going to do today? Today I'm going to barbecue some steaks. I've been in the mood for some steak. Maybe I'll make some cowboy butter, onions and mushrooms. Oh God. Meatball, and also Meatball gets a part of our steak too. Like I said, he's like part of the family. He is one of the family. He doesn't do nothing wrong. Besides his little outbursts of barking with other dogs walking by, but he doesn't do shit wrong. I bet yes, it's hard to find. Yeah. Veterinarians out where I live, oh, they'll charge an arm and a leg. They don't give a shit. I did find this one veterinarian. I think it's like $35 for the visit. And like his shots are like $15. The only one is his respiratory shot, and that's like $30. Yeah, they're not too crazy. They're not too like that. It's the same place where after I adopted him, I had to take him to the vet for a checkup. His first checkup there. So they already have him on file. Look at this. Meatball, come on. It's our morning view right there. Look at that. I wanted to drive to Mexico to get cheaper meds for the dogs. Now, shit, you have to. Grill some corn on the cob. Oh, I love corn on the cob. I can't eat corn on the cob. I have diverticulosis. That's part of my stomach. They said that's part of my stomach issue. I used to love corn on the cob, especially in the summertime. I'd always grill corn on the cob. My dog fell into a spread in his leg and his knee. We drove during COVID. Took us 2 months to find a surgeon. Shit. Poor guy suffered. Oh. Baked potato, rice pilaf. I think she's gonna make some rice pilaf. I love corn too. Corn is so good. The only thing I don't really care for is cream corn. I think it's so disgusting. It's good, don't get me wrong, but it just looks so disgusting. Just like cream peas. It just looks gross. green bean casserole. It's good. Don't get me wrong, it's good. It just looks gross. It's a beautiful day. It's going to be like, yesterday was 62 degrees. It's going to be 65 today. So I'll fire up I'll barbecue. I've known to be, when we had that so-called hurricane, I was grilling in the hurricane. I don't give a shit. I'll grill if it's snowing. Yeah. Maybe I'll do some bok choy grilled. Put that on the grill. And asparagus. Wrap it with bacon. Yeah. So, all right, you guys. So you know what time it is. We're right here. Let me flip this camera around. Okay. There we go. Getting the hang of this. Okay, you guys. So thank you for coming in this morning. I'll see you tomorrow morning. God bless you guys. Y'all have a great day. And sorry to hear that. Oh, no worries. No worries. And I'll definitely see you guys tomorrow morning. You guys have a good day. God bless you guys. Have a great day. Make a good one. Bye-bye. Turn it off. Come on. Where's the button? Oh, my Lord. There you are.